What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Today I'm super excited because we are going to do a full face testing a bunch of new makeup. There has been so many new releases. Like, we got a lot of new stuff to test today that I am really excited about. I don't know when exactly you guys are going to see this video, but just know that when you see it, I'm probably going to be in a lot of pain and my face is probably going to be like this big because I get my wisdom teeth out next week. So I'm trying to pre-film videos because I know I probably won't be able to film for like a week because my face will be really swollen from getting my wisdom teeth out. So leave me some love in the comments, maybe some advice. If you guys have got your wisdom teeth out, please let me know down below because I'm gonna need all the advice I could get. I'm honestly very nervous. I'm getting 2 out. I only have 2. I don't have all 4. So I guess at least that's a positive, but I'm pretty nervous because I've never really had like surgery or anything. And I mean, obviously it's dental surgery. It's not like, you know, open heart surgery or something. Like, I'm not trying to be overly dramatic, but I am still nervous about it. So if you guys got yours out, let me know any tips down below if you have any. But anyways, I want you guys to enjoy this video. No more talking about my teeth. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you have not already and click the little bell right next to the subscribe button so you can be notified of all my future uploads. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so first things first, we're gonna go in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer. I have been wanting to try this so bad. I've honestly had it in like my basket of new stuff to try for so long, but I wanted to wait till I have like full face of stuff that I was really excited about. But you guys know I love the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. It's like my holy grail, so I was very excited to see they came out with a primer. So we are gonna go in, it's just like a little push tube here. And it is clear. For some reason I was thinking it was gonna be like tan, I don't know why. I'll just add a little bit more. Feels nice and cooling on the skin. And I'm just going to work that in. Blending out really nice. As you guys can see, I did already do my brows. I don't have any new brow products. It's the only thing I didn't have something new for, so I went ahead and did them just to save some time. I've also started to not be so lazy and I've been sculpting out my brows and I feel like they look a lot better. Like sculpting them out with concealer. Like I used to never really do that just because I was lazy. And it's an extra step, so it's not something that I do every single day, but when I'm doing more full out glam looks like this, I've been liking doing that. But this primer does feel pretty nice on the skin. It does have a slight tackiness to it, which is good to make sure the foundation really adheres to the skin. So far I do like it. And I do see like some smoothing action in this area where I focused it on my pores, which is nice. But as far as like redness and stuff, didn't do anything for that, but it did kind of blur out my skin too, which is nice. Up next, I want to test this out. So this is the Tinted Glow Booster. So this is from NARS. I want to look up on their website exactly like what they say this is because it's not a foundation. Okay, so it says it's a complexion enhancer with long-term skin benefits that adds an alluring glow and a soft focus effect to the skin while extending the wear of makeup. It says wear alone or under foundation. So I would probably not wear this alone because I doubt it's going to really give us any coverage. I would likely wear it underneath foundation. So we're going to go in with this and test it out. I have it in the shade medium. I believe it comes in light, medium dark, and deep. So I have medium right here. We're going to go in with this on our skin first before we do our foundation. Okay, so that is 2 pumps. So I'm just going to go in. It feels like very liquidy. I'm going to go in with the Juno & Co. blender sponge to blend this out. Yeah, so it's not giving like much coverage, but it actually gave a beautiful glow to my skin. Okay. And if you guys are wondering, because I know there's gonna be people in the comments like, why are you using the Blendiful from Tati Beauty? Because you guys know that I love that and I do still love it. But I wanted to use my little Juno & Co. sponge today because I featured it in my unboxing video and a lot of you guys wanted to see them in action. I've actually been liking their blending sponges better than beauty blenders because they have a flat bottom to them. So I think it's better to really pack on product. And they have like an interesting texture. They're like fuzzy. They're not like super smooth like beauty blenders. They have like a kind of fuzzy texture. You can kind of see it, like almost like little hairs coming off, but I feel like it makes the foundation adhere better to the skin, so I have really been liking these as well. So that is actually a really beautiful product. It definitely amped up the glowiness of my skin. It added a slight little tint, but nothing much. So this is not gonna really give coverage or really cover up problem areas. It's just gonna kind of give you a pretty all over glow. So if you're blessed with beautiful skin, then you might only need this, but I personally wouldn't wear it alone. I would wear it underneath a foundation though. So I actually do really like it for underneath foundation. I think it gives a really pretty glow to my skin. Or on no makeup days, I could definitely go in with this just to add like a little bit of glow. We are all about the glow today because the foundation we are going in with is the NYX Born to Glow Natural Radiant Foundation. So I tried the Born to Glow concealer in one of my last testing drugstore products video and I really liked it. So a lot of you guys wanted to see me test out the foundation. So I went to Ulta and got the foundation. I have this in shade Buff, so it's supposed to be a naturally radiant foundation. So we are gonna go in with this and see how it looks. One thing I don't love is that it is a tube. I don't really like those sort of foundations like the squeezy tubes, but it is what it is. So I'm just gonna go in with this. I just feel like with squeezy tubes, it's so easy to like squeeze out way too much. It's okay, so I'm gonna go in with that for right now and see how that works. Then we can always go in with more if we need more coverage. My skin has honestly been freaking out recently. I told you guys in one of my last videos for 2020, I really wanted to vow to get more into skincare because like in the past, like I've always been good to my skin, don't get me wrong. Like I've always taken my makeup off, I've always cleansed my skin, used moisturizer and eye cream and stuff, but I've never really used like anything beyond like the very basic stuff like that. So I definitely wanted to get a lot more into that this year and like doing everything regularly for my skin, but I feel like I've been trying out so many new products and my skin is just like, what are you doing? And it's freaking out because I'm trying way too many new things, like a new cleanser, a new toner, a new moisturizer, a new eye cream, like all this stuff, and my skin is like, okay, hold up, what's going on here? So I probably should have like introduced one new product at a time, but instead I just like totally redid everything and I feel like my skin is like, honey, what are you doing? So that's why I have been breaking out a bit. But anyways, back to this foundation. The shade is not the best for me, but I think with powder and stuff we'll be able to make it work. It's definitely like too gray toned in comparison to like my neck and body, but again, we can always make anything work. Definitely has a glow to it, like for sure. Like you can definitely see the luminosity of it, which is really nice. I felt the same way about the concealer. The concealer definitely had a pretty glow to it, but I'll say upon initial application, like I feel like in some areas it looks a little patchy, like around my cheeks you can still see a lot of my redness, and I don't know if that's like the foundation applying patchy or like what's going on there. And it is emphasizing my texture, I see. So honestly, upon initial application, I'm kind of like, I don't know if I love this. I definitely like the concealer better upon first impression. So I can't say that I am like obsessed with this foundation. Luminous foundations are definitely more prone to like emphasize pores and texture and stuff just because they're loomy and shiny and stuff. And I feel like that's exactly what this one is doing, but maybe once it's set it'll be better, so we're gonna have to wait and see. So I would say initial application, I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. So let's see as we wear it throughout the tutorial kind of how it wears and everything else. Alrighty, up next for concealer we have the new Hourglass Vanish Concealer. I've really been wanting to try this. I have the shade Oat. So this is supposed to be full coverage, weightless, and waterproof, and it's supposed to give a natural finish to the under eyes. So in theory it sounds really good. I do have the little brush that goes with it, so I am going to use this to blend it out. So we're going to go in with this on our under eyes right now. I remember with the Vanish Stick Foundation, you only needed a little bit of that. Like if you used too much, it was like crazy full coverage. So I am gonna go in with less concealer than usual and then add as needed. Like you guys know, normally I do the full triangle underneath my eyes, but I think I'm just gonna do like some dots like this because I feel like it might be like the foundation where it's like super, super full coverage and I don't need that much concealer, which this might look like a lot to a lot of you guys, but if you watch my videos, you know it's much less concealer than I normally use. So we'll go in with that first and then see. So I'm gonna blend it out with the brush. I'm not really used to using a brush for my concealer, but there's a first for everything, you know. Not that this is my first time, but I just don't normally do it. Okay, honestly, this brush is kind of prickly and I don't really like it, so I'm gonna not use the brush. It's like prickly to my under eyes and I don't like that feeling, so I'm gonna go in with my blender sponge, which is much softer, because you definitely want to make sure that you are soft and gentle on your under eyes. So the brush, I don't love. But the concealer actually looks beautiful on my under eyes. Like I actually really, really like that. Obviously the shade is light. I like to do like a light, bright under eye, but that actually looks really, really nice. And it is definitely full coverage like the foundation is. So I'm glad that I didn't go in with as much as I would normally use. And this definitely does have a nice like natural finish to it. It's not like overly matte or drying or anything, but then it's also not like super glowy either. It's very natural. So I actually really, really like that. I just don't like the brush. But the concealer I think looks really nice. I'm gonna balance it out on the rest of my face so it's not just so bright underneath my eyes. I'm gonna do a little bit on my nose, a little right in here, just to balance out the other areas of my face. But this is actually very, very nice. And it feels very comfortable on my skin as well, like it's not drying or tightening or anything. So I would honestly give this concealer an A+. I think it's really, really nice. Okay, now to set all over the face, we are gonna jump into something I'm so excited to test out. So this is the Too Faced Born This Way Turn Up the Light Complexion Enhancing Highlight Palette. Okay, that is a mouthful, but I'm so excited because you guys know the Too Faced Born This Way foundation is like my everything. So this comes in a couple different shades. There's light, medium, tan, and deep. So I'm gonna use medium, and basically what these are, they look super, super cute. There's a soft focus powder in the middle, which you can use to set your whole face. It's kind of like an all over glow. What does it say on here? Yeah, soft focus sets foundation for a candle lit effect. So it's gonna set your foundation but give you like a pretty glow all over your skin. Then you have a more subtle highlighter, which is the glow one. And then you have Dazzle, which is a more beaming highlight. So we're gonna use both of these as our highlight later on, but I do wanna use the soft focus all over my face to see how that looks. Especially because we have a glowy foundation, it's nice to kind of set it with something like this. So I'm gonna go in and just dust that on the skin. Oh wow, that's actually really, really pretty. Do you guys see? It just gives the most subtle glow. Wow, but that's really nice. It reminds me of the Jaclyn Hill, like the mood lighters that she came out with. It's kind of the same concept. I think this one gives you, honestly, a little bit more glow than that one does, and I like that. Y'all know I like to glow. Ooh, okay, I like this. All right, that is really pretty. So we're gonna jump back into this when we use the highlights a little later. For right now though, we are gonna jump into the eyes, and they also came out with a Too Faced Born This Way, the Natural Nudes eyeshadow palette. So this is all nudes. So y'all already know I was excited because I'm basic and proud of it, and I love nudes. I have not even taken it out or looked at it myself yet, so I'm excited. Ooh, very, very pretty. So we've got a nice mix. There are also like a lot of like light pinkies in here too, so it's not even all completely nude. So you could definitely do a variety of looks with this. We have both mattes and shimmers. So I'm excited to use this today. I'm gonna go in with the shade Nude first on my eyes. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna go in with Nude. Ooh, okay, pigment. Hello, how are you? That honestly looks darker on my eye than it does in the pan. Like, it's like more pigmented on the eye. See it right there? I feel like it comes off darker. But we're gonna work that into the crease. But she is pigmented, so I can't complain. And then just gonna do the same thing on the other eye. I was on vacation last week and I did not wear eyeshadow at all. It was so weird. I was just being lazy, and I was just like wearing my lashes because I got like lash extensions before we went, which I'm taking these off so you guys won't see them for much longer. You'll probably just see them in the pre-filmed videos like when I'm getting my teeth out, but then after that, so it should only be like 2 videos I think. After that, we'll be back to trying a bunch of new lashes on the eyes. Because I like to get lash extensions when I travel just so I don't have to worry about like really like getting ready. But like in regular life, I prefer to like wear, you know, my own lashes of my choosing. Or just regular mascara for that matter. Next, we're going to jump in with Cocoa. And I'm going to put this. Oh wow, it's really interesting. These shades honestly come off a lot darker on the eye than they look in the pan, which is interesting. Like they look a lot lighter, I feel like, unless I'm just like colorblind or something, but I feel like they look lighter in the pan than they come off on the eye. So they are definitely really pigmented, and they do come off a bit deeper. So don't be like alarmed if you're like, whoa, because you can definitely get this palette to be like deep and smoky. So I'm gonna kind of work that into the outer crease. So far, both of the mattes seem to be layering and blending really, really well. Okay, then we're gonna kind of do a little bit of a gradient eye. So I'm gonna go in with this deep shimmer shade right here. It's called Sparkling Sable. I'm gonna do that in the outer corner. I'm going in with like a small, like precise brush to do this because we're gonna do like 3 different shades and kind of make it look nice and gradient. So I'm gonna pack this on out here. I'm just gonna work that. I don't wanna bring it in too far because I really wanna keep the center of the lid light, and then bring that into the inner corner and make it like really pop. I'm gonna go back in with my blending brush and a little bit of Truffle, which is that matte, just so we can make everything blend in this outer corner. Just go in with a little bit of that just to deepen it, ever so slightly. Sorry if you guys can hear like cars honking outside. Not sure what's going on over there. Excuse me, I'm trying to film. I literally live on the quietest street ever. Like literally it's like just like families and like that's it. But I feel like whenever I film, it's like cars honking, people outside talking. I'm like, excuse me. But I do love my little neighborhood. Then I'm gonna go in with Golden Light, which is this gold right here. It's kind of like a deeper gold. And I'm gonna pack that on the center of the lid. Ooh, it's kind of like an orangey gold, honestly. I feel like this shade would apply better. Like it's applying fine with the brush, but I feel like it would apply really beautifully with my finger, but I'm nervous because I only want to keep it in that center area because then in here we're gonna do a different color. But I think I'm gonna try it. Just go in with my finger right in that center. Yeah, that really amps it up. I feel like shimmers just apply so much more pigmented with the finger always. Ooh, that's pretty though. Then I'll do the same thing on the other eye. Just gonna go in with my finger right in the center. Then I'm gonna just go back in with the brush just to clean up where my finger was, because it's much more difficult to get a precise application with your finger. That's kind of the problem. And then for the inner corner, I'm gonna go in with Shimmering Pearl. For this, I know I can't use my finger because I'm never gonna be able to wedge it in there. So we're gonna go in with a brush and just pack it on in there. I feel like I should have brought the more orangey gold over a little more, so maybe I'll go back and like bring it in a little bit more and like focus this color more so on like that inner corner area. Or you know what, in between I'm gonna use Shimmering Sand, this shade right here. I'm just gonna get that on my finger and go in between right here just to help everything blend. Yes. Ooh, this is pretty. I've never really done an eye like this. So let me know what you guys think, because normally I would just do like one color all over the lid, but this is kind of cool. On my lower lash line, I'm gonna mix together Maple and Cocoa and just buff that down there, just so that everything matches up. I like this palette. This is a different look than what I normally do, but I think it came out cool. Okay, now for our eyeliner, I want to try these new guys from Fenty. So there is a brown one, so I think I'm going to do like a brown line on my lid. So these are called their Fly pencils, and this shade is Space Cookie. This is the brown one. So I'm just going to line my lid ever so slightly. These are super, super creamy. Then I think I'm going to do the brown on my waterline as well, instead of black. Wow, you guys can see how pigmented it is down there. But I feel like since we have so much going on, like with the browns on our eyes, I feel like the brown liner is nice. Okay, now for mascara, obviously I do have lash extensions on, but I am going to go in with mascara because they're all covered with like eyeshadow and stuff. And I'm going to use obviously on my lower lashes as well. So I want to test out the new Fenty mascara. This is the Full Frontal Mascara. So it's kind of cool because it's like flattened. Do you guys see? Like it's not super round or like a spherical, I guess is the term, I don't know, like normal mascara ones would be. So it's interesting. So I'm gonna go in with this on my lower lashes first. Ooh, I like that it's flat. It's like easier to like get them, if that kind of makes sense. And like really wiggle it out. I like that. And it makes you less likely, I think, to like get it underneath your eyes like crazy too. I actually really, really like this. Like it's weird for me to like test a mascara out mostly on my lower lashes because normally I'd do it on my upper, but because I have the lash extensions on, we're not gonna be able to see as well today. But I mean, it made my lower lashes like look super, super long and like wispy, which I like. And I am gonna, of course, put it on my upper lashes as well, just because my lash extensions are like covered with all types of powder and concealers and stuff, and I am getting them taken off anyway, so it doesn't really matter. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and finish off our face. So first for bronzer, I'm gonna just jump into the Bombshell Perfectionist palette from Juno & Co. and go in with the bronzer. I'm like, which one is it? This one. And I'm gonna go in with this to bronze up my cheeks. And I'm going to sculpt them out with this. This is a more warm tone bronzer, but it gives a pretty like kind of summery like glow to the skin, which I like. I feel like I need that right now in February. It's too cold and I wish that it was like June or something. So I kind of like that it has like that warmer kind of tone to it. For our blush, I want to jump into this. This is a brand new. This is the Natasha Denona Love Glow Cheek Palette. So in here, there's a cream blush, a powder blush, or 2 powder blushes, and then a highlight. I do want to use the highlight though in the Too Faced palette, so we're not going to use the highlight, but I figured we would use the cheek blushes. So I'm going to use these two. They have a lot of shimmer to them, so they're kind of like glowy. I'm not crazy on cream blush, so I'm not going to use the cream base. I'm just going to go in with these two, kind of more glowier ones, and pop that on the cheek. Ooh, that's so pretty. Do you guys see that? Ooh, I love that. And this is so like Valentine's Day-esque now. Like we went from like summer beach bronze to like Valentine's Day pink sparkly cheek, but I love that. I like to glow. Like sometimes I'll use like darker highlights as blushes. So this is actually right up my alley. If you don't like glitter and stuff, then you're not gonna like this, but it is very finely milled glitter. Like it's not chunky glitter on the face. So it actually looks really pretty, I think. I like that. Okay, so now back into the little Too Faced palette. So like I said, there's the Glow and then there's the Dazzle. So the Glow is supposed to be a little bit more subdued. So we'll go in with that first so we can see it, but then of course I'm gonna go in with Dazzle because you guys know I like to glow. So I'm first gonna go in with Glow. Oh, okay, wait, like she's still hella pigmented. Wow, all right. Dang, that's actually really pretty. Like I feel like I would wear Glow on its own. I thought that it was gonna be like less pigmented, but she's still glowing, yes. Ooh, okay. Bring that down my nose as well. Dang, that's really pretty. I thought it was gonna be like much more subdued, but like I would totally wear that like on its own, like without even a topper. Dang, all right, that's very, very pretty. But we are gonna go with some Dazzle and see how that works. So I'm flipping over the brush to the other side and we're gonna top it. Ooh, yes, oh my gosh. So where you really want it to pop, you can go in with the Dazzle. Wow, this is really, really pretty. It's like right in the middle of my cheek, I feel like, where I really want the light to like hit and like pop and like draw my face upwards. Dang, this is really pretty and really glowy. This is probably my favorite highlight that Too Faced has ever done. Because I love a lot of their complexion products, but there's not a highlight from them that I'm like obsessed with, but now I'm like, okay, honey, I do really, really love this. Wow, that's really, really nice. For my lips, I'm gonna jump in with the new Pillow lipstick. This is from IT Cosmetics and the shade is a Vision. So basically with this line, they came out with a bunch of different lipstick colors, and then they came out with them in a cream formula and a matte formula. So I'm gonna use the cream formula today. But if you like this color but you prefer matte, they do have a matte version as well, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna go in on my lips with this really, really pretty neutral pink shade. It also smells really nice. It smells like minty. So it's gonna make your breath smell nice. And definitely is really, really creamy, which is nice. Love that shade, really, really pretty. And then I wanna top it with the new Fenty Gloss Bomb. This is Sweet Mouth, so this is one of their new shades. I swatched this in my PR unboxing and it is so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love the gloss bombs from Fenty. They're really, really nice. Really juicy, really smooth, not sticky whatsoever at all, and they also smell like really, really good, like kind of fruity. And this shade is literally everything. Like this is like an everyday kind of shade for me. So I actually really love that combo. I think it looks really, really nice. And then last but not least, to set everything in place, we're gonna go in with the Fenty What It Do Makeup Refreshing Spray. So I spritzed this on my face also in my PR unboxing and it smelled amazing. So we're gonna go in with some more and spritz it. It's a really, really light mist, like so light. And it feels so nice and smells so delicious. Oh my gosh. This is probably the best sprayer I've ever had in a setting spray. Like it's better than the Urban Decay All Nighter. Like it's literally just such a light, fine mist on the face and it feels so nice. So shout out to Fenty for this bottle because honestly sometimes the best of setting sprays have the worst packaging and then I'll never use them if it's like a water gun to the face sort of situation, but this is so light and airy and feels so nice. All right, so that is everything, you guys. Definitely let me know your thoughts down below. I feel like we tried a lot of really good stuff today. The only thing I wasn't super crazy about was the foundation. I do think it looks nice now. Like once it was paired with the concealer and the setting powder and stuff, it doesn't look bad on my skin or anything. There are definitely other foundations that I prefer when I want something glowy, but I don't want to emphasize like my texture and my pores and stuff. So foundation wasn't my favorite, but the Born to Glow concealer is nice. But we made everything work and I do think that the look came together really nicely. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!